and every time I think he's about to realize how I feel about him, I get afraid he'll reject me. It makes me feel so...
What are you up to? Back off! Carrying something like that around? Have fun explaining this to the guidance counselor.
It should be obvious why you're here. You were spotted carrying something very dangerous around school. What were you thinking?
I feel nervous with the delinquents at school. I feel like I need to carry a weapon so I can defend myself if they try to attack me.
I'm sorry to hear that. I know they can be intimidating, but that's really no excuse to carry around a weapon at school. I feel as though it's my fault for creating an environment where you feel unsafe unless you're carrying a weapon. I'll take responsibility this time, but don't do it again. You're free to leave.
Are you lost? Do you have a reason to be here? Are you lost? Do you have a reason to be here? I'm very sorry, but you can't be here. I have to ask you to leave. I'm very sorry, but you can't be here. I have to ask you to leave. This type of conduct will not be tolerated. You're going to the guidance counselor's office right away.
I'm disappointed to see you back in my office. You went somewhere you didn't belong and wouldn't leave when you were asked to. What's the story?
Whenever I see the delinquents, I want to run and hide somewhere safe, even if it means going someplace where I'm not supposed to be.
No. Is that really how you feel? I suppose I can't really blame you for feeling that way. How unfortunate. I understand how you feel, but you can't let it become a problem for the faculty. I'll take responsibility for this incident, but don't let it happen again in the future. You're free to leave.
Carrying something like that around. Have fun explaining this to the guidance counselor.
I'm not surprised to see you again. You've become a troublesome student. After our last conversation, I thought
I understand what I've done wrong, and I sincerely regret my actions. I'll make sure to never act in such a manner ever again.
It's refreshing to speak to a student with a respectful attitude for a change. I'm grateful for your cooperation. I trust that this won't become an issue again in the future. You're free to leave.
Ram, punk! You look like a damn fool. What the hell is wrong with you? Freak. What do you want, loser?
I'm not surprised to see you again. You've become a troublesome student. Would you care to explain why you're covered in blood?
The delinquents did this to me.
No, that can't be. I'll have to take responsibility for this. I haven't told them to stop carrying weapons because I thought they were only doing it for show and weren't actually going to use them. As I've said, I'll take responsibility for this incident, and I'll forbid the delinquents from carrying weapons on school grounds in the future. You're free to leave.
reason to be here? I'm very sorry. Put that down! Did you think you could get away with stealing? We'll see what the counselor has to say about this.
I'm not surprised to see you again. You've become a troublesome student. I've been informed that you attempted to steal something that didn't belong to you. Can you explain this?
If I can give myself a reputation as a delinquent, the other delinquents might see me as one of their own, and then they won't give me any trouble. That's my plan.
Is that really the cause of all this? Well, I suppose I understand where you're coming from. I almost feel partially responsible. I can see now what the true source of this problem is. I'll take responsibility for it this time, but you mustn't do this again in the future. Understood? You're free to leave.
I saw that! You disgusting pervert! How could you do such a thing? I'm taking you to the counselor immediately.
I'm not surprised to see you again. You've become a troublesome student. You've been caught aiming your phone at a student's unmentionables. Start talking.
I'm intentionally trying to give myself a bad reputation. If the delinquents think I'm a dangerous freak, they might stay away from me.
But that's such twisted logic. It makes me sad to hear that you feel driven to such extremes. It makes me feel sick to think that such behavior might have been the result of decisions that I've made. Promise me that you won't do this again. You're free to leave.
Are you lost? Do you have a reason to be here? That kind of behavior is completely unacceptable. I believe that a trip to the guidance counselor is in order.
I'm not surprised to see you again. You've become a troublesome student. I'm told that you've been exhibiting some disturbing behavior. What's wrong?
I'm afraid of the delinquents. I'm trying to get a reputation as a dangerous person so that they'll leave me alone.
Is that really the reason for what you did today? I'm sorry to hear that you feel you have to do this in order to keep yourself safe at school. I hate to admit this, but in light of everything that's happened, clearly the right course of action is to expel the delinquents. I'm sorry that my stubborn desire to rehabilitate them has caused you so much grief. They won't be troubling you anymore. You're free to go.
I gave you my heart.